Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a ton of new stuff I want to try. One size primer, the About Face foundation. I know, kind of scary testing a primer foundation. We've got the Fenty concealer. We've got the Huda Beauty corrector and the new Huda Beauty peach pie powder. Some good stuff here, so yeah, let's just jump into it. If you like these kind of videos and you like me, don't forget to subscribe, and if you like this video, like this video, and let's just jump right into it. First and foremost, we're gonna put this hair back because it's already annoying me. So I am gonna try a new foundation and a new primer, but the primer by One Size, it's the Boba primer, so it's got like it's an acronym. It's not like, a lot of people are saying it's like Boba like because it's got bubbles. Here, I'll show you. A lot of people are saying it's Boba because of these like little bubbles inside, but it's not. It's actually an acronym. Like, it stands for the beta glucan and hyaluronic acid is the B, and then O for omega fatty acids, B for black tea, and A for antioxidants. So yeah, but it is cool. It's got the little like bubbles. So, and it's supposed to be more moisturizing because he's got other ones like for Secure the Blur and Secure the Sweat. So those are more like mattifying and pore filling, but this is supposed to be glowy and moisturizing. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. 24-hour hydration, all day wear. It says used before complexion products to prep the skin and enhance makeup. So 100% agreed. The skin feels hydrated all day, provides a healthy looking glow, and smooth skin texture. Was not expecting that claim. So yeah, I think it's kind of strange though that it doesn't come with the cap. I saw a lot of people like who received this as a gifted in PR. They were saying that they may have lost the cap, you know, like in PR. No, doesn't have a cap. This is what it looks like, which is kind of scary for travel, but it is a glass bottle, so like it's already really heavy, so I would not recommend traveling with this whatsoever. So no, that's not my journey. Let's go ahead and put this on our face. I'm pretty excited. I don't know how much to put, but you can kind of see the bubbles don't stay intact like whenever it comes out. So let's just put it all over. Okay, hopefully I'm not putting too much because I've done that so many times before. I think I did. Because off the bat, it feels more like a serum, like a very skincare feel, but it feels cooling and very refreshing. I'm actually enjoying this. So yeah, it's definitely glowy, but it feels more like skincare. That's what I would say, but it's really nice. Like, I definitely feel hydrated, moisturized after that. So yeah, kind of really like this. How freaking I just am mesmerized by this bottle, and like you could watch the beads go up the little nozzle, and that to me is just satisfying. I don't know, I just can't get over that. So okay, next we're gonna go in with the About Face foundation. I got my shade in LM1 neutral. First off, this packaging is so cute. I absolutely love this. It looks like all their packaging liquid wise comes in this kind of packaging, like their lipstick, their eyeshadow, their lip gloss, all of it, and I just think it's just matches the aesthetic so well, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan. It comes in this doe foot applicator is how you apply it, which is why a lot of people are really loving it. But I'm a little concerned because you can't get all of the product out with this doe foot, and that's the only reason why I would have gone with a pump. But yeah, I'm just wondering. But it is plastic. All the packaging is plastic, but it has weight and it feels luxurious. So let's just see how this is. Okay. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I think the shade match is gonna be spot on. I like the doe foot for application. Like normally with a pump, I like pump it on the back of my hand, or I'll just pump it on my finger and then dab it. This, one and done. Although it is touching my face, so the bacteria could be a thing. It is the thing, but let's just go ahead. I'm gonna use a clean foundation brush and we're just gonna go in. Hopefully it doesn't dry too fast. And I will be doing a wear test, so I'll come back at the end of the day and let you know how it performed. But so far, it's definitely like a medium coverage. Light medium is what I'm getting because you can still see everything underneath, but I'll see if it's buildable and go in with some more after we get this all blended, because I do want to try a colorful eye look today, which is kind of out of my comfort zone, but I think for St. Patrick's Day I want to film like a cute green eye look, so we're gonna try it. Kind of nervous, but okay. So I'm gonna go back in with more and see if it's buildable and what kind of coverage we can get from that, because I suspect it will build nicely. So yeah, it's definitely buildable coverage. I think I probably have it built up to like full coverage now, and it looks very skin-like. You can definitely see, I'm pretty sure it's the One Size primer coming through with the glow, but they definitely work well together. Like they're pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with how this is looking. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with some cream bronzer, and I'm just gonna go in with my Give Beauty bronzer in the shade Toastin'. It's got the cream and powder, and I just love this so much. So I'm gonna take my Patrick Ta double-ended bronzing brush and just kind of go in and bronze my face up. I will say, with the glow that One Size primer is giving me, I'm not sure how well this is going to wear throughout the day. If it's going to make me look like an oily, greasy, hot mess. I don't know. But it is, I have a very, like, right now, especially with the season, I have dry, normal skin. So yeah, if it's already looking like this for me, and it looks kind of, you know, a little dewier than I would like at the end of the day, then this is definitely not going to be for the oily girls. But this foundation, the color was great. Like honestly, if you just went in with that one layer, you could wear it natural every day kind of thing. But of course, like you saw I did, we can build it up and make it more full coverage. So I love the versatility off the bat. And it's really affordable. It's in the drugstore section of like Ulta. So that again, it's also a win for me. If you're wanting a travel size bronzer, cream bronzer and powder bronzer, this Give Beauty bronzer is amazing. I've really been like trying to test out brands that are like, I was really steering clear of overhyped brands or overhyped products, just because I want to discover things on my own kind of thing. And I don't know, I was just so put off, but like it just makes it so much better using this. Like the whole experience, but if you don't like scents, you're not gonna like it. It is pretty heavily scented. I don't really mind. We're gonna leave that. I am going to go in with concealer and corrector before my blush, just because I want a punchy blush. Not a punchy blush, but like the blush the blush is pretty muted, so I don't want to tone her down with concealer, if you know what I'm saying. So anyway, so we got the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Corrector. I don't know if this is a new shade or if I misread and the peach one is the new shade. I'm not sure, but I definitely got it in Cherry Blossom, so. And it looks very similar to their concealer packaging. It just has the orange top instead of the black top normally that they have. And it's the same like doe foot kind of applicator. It's very pink, so I'm going to go in with a really light hand because I do want to test out that concealer, and I don't know really how heavy the concealer will be, and I don't want my under eyes caking because we're not about that. So I'm just gonna, it's just one little tab in the component, and we're just gonna go in with that. I mean, this is very lightweight, so which is what you definitely want in a concealer because, or in a corrector, because you are gonna layer it with concealer and you just don't want it to be too heavy because you are gonna be putting multiple products kind of in the same spot. And the more products that you use, more likely and the more in danger you are of it just caking and looking less flattering than you had intended. So I don't know why this side is looking a lot more pink than the other. So yeah, it's definitely pink. So to me, it's not really giving bright. But we're gonna layer it with the concealer and see if it does make the concealer brighter. I do have a pretty light shade of the concealer, so it might just add to what we've already got, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so far I really like how this feels. It's just very light and it just adds a little bit of pigment, so very nice. Okay, we're gonna go in with the Fenty concealer. I got it in 150N, and I'm just gonna use a little bit because, again, I don't want heavy under eyes. Give my cheekbones a little chisel, if you know what I mean. And then we're just gonna blend that out. I'm gonna use my foundation brush. See what a difference that makes by itself. I'm just not afraid of going crazy anymore with my bronzer because I don't have to be worried about it. Let's just tap her out. So you can definitely see the pink through the concealer. If you can tell, like I can definitely see pink. So we might go in with just a little bit more concealer just because I don't want it to be crazy pink under my eyes. I don't want the pink to like dominate, but I definitely want, like, you want to see the pink, that's the whole purpose, but I don't want it to just be, it's just very strong. I literally love this House Labs brush, the concealer brush. It feels luxurious, like it feels like you're holding an hourglass brush, like it's the quality, but not as expensive, and it's pretty effortless. This makes it very effortless. So yeah, I do like that. We're looking pretty bright. Looking pretty bright. I like it. I'm not mad. I do like it. And you can still see the pink, just a little bit. It's definitely bright. I mean, holy cow. Okay, so now let's go into some blush. I'm gonna use the Say blush in Rosy, just because our eyes are gonna be poppin'. I wanted a more muted color, or at least not like neon pink, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna take my Makeup by Mario brush, my favorite one, and we're just gonna blend that out. This is not new to me. I absolutely love this formula because look at how effortless that is. Like, I did a tutorial using these blushes, and if you are just not used to cream blushes and you're just intimidated because of the streaks and the, you know, how fast you have to do it, literally I just talked to you while I put that on and it took me no focusing, no effort. You just take it and put it on your face, just dab it, put a little on my nose, and then you just kind of tap it out just like that, and it's literally blended. I will forever be impressed with this formula, like, and I just love how supple your cheeks look. Oh my gosh, they look juicy and healthy. And I like to put some whatever's left like on my forehead and then a little on my chin. Stunning. And I'm gonna take my concealer brush and just whatever's left, I'm gonna go back down where the blush is, blend it, mesh it all together, and I'm even gonna go so far as to take whatever's left on my bronzer brush and just kind of marry it. I've seen people use their bronzer brush to blend out their blush just to get that even blend kind of look. I think I'm pretty happy with how this is looking. We're gonna go ahead and use that new Huda Easy Bake powder to set in the shade Peach Pie. So peach is definitely the new pink. this year. I feel like last year I did like a whole tutorial on the pink under eye, and it was just so popular. So I'm not shocked that peach is now in, because you know, moving on to bigger and better things. Right off the bat, she is peachy, but she's pretty light still. Like, you can definitely tell it should brighten, but it's just got a hint of that peach. So let's give it a try. I'm just gonna take a powder puff and then dip in and then just tap off some excess. And a lot of people are saying that this is way more natural, but I will say right off the bat, I feel like it's not brightening to me whatsoever. I think it's natural, and I think it might be better for darker skin girlies, but definitely not me. I would be curious though to take this and mix it with like my normal translucent powder just to make the peach not so pigmented, because it's definitely natural. Like, I feel like my under eyes match the foundation color. It's darker. But I mean, we used a pretty light concealer, and I feel like that brightness from the concealer and from the color corrector are kind of canceled out with the peach, just because it is so dark and not as brightening. But I do like it. Like, I definitely could see myself using this more, maybe even every day if I don't want like a super snatched bright under eye. But I don't know how I feel about this. I want to keep testing it and seeing what it's like every day. But the Huda Beauty powders, the quality is just perfect. Like, it's just there, and I love it. So now we're gonna go ahead and set the bronzer and the blush. I'm gonna take the Give Beauty again with the powder side, and we're just going to set our bronzer. I definitely can smell it more in the powder side, like the scent that it's giving. And another thing that's kind of interesting to me about this is there's no separating flap kind of for the powder versus cream. So did you guys also see that all of the Jaclyn Cosmetics products on Ulta they're on sale, like 75% off or something? So if you haven't tried that brand, or you have favorites, like for me, her powder bronzer that she came out with literally last year, I love that bronzer, the powder. Oh my gosh. And like her lip treatment was limited edition anyways, but that lip treatment, oh my gosh, I use it every day. And then I'm going to set the blush with the Nude Venus 2 from Pat McGrath. It's just, again, like a very muted pink mauve color. Love her. I tend to gravitate towards her blushes in this kind of like nude natural color, so I'm not shocked that I have like 3 of these blushes, or like 3 of her blushes, and none of them, I mean, when you hold them side by side you can tell a difference, but essentially they're this perfect, stunning. Okay, that's done. And then I picked up this Revlon highlighter from TJ Maxx for like $5. It's in Daybreak Glimmer. It's the Skin Lights highlighters, prismatic highlighter, and it is just so beautiful to look at. I've used it once and I really do like it. So, and it's just like a beautifully gleaming highlight. Oh my gosh. Yeah, stunning. This is a drugstore highlighter. I'm just blown away. Shocked, blown away. We're gonna go in with brows first. I'm just gonna speed through these, get through them. I'm using Tom Ford, the Brow Sculptor in the shade 4 Espresso. Okay, those are the brows. I'm going to put a base of the Painterly Paint Pot down, and then we'll get to this. Man, I remember when the Painterly Paint Pot was like, ugh, so popular. Like every beauty influencer, that's what they were using. And I couldn't even afford it. There was no way. I don't even think. I was like brand new into having a job and there's just no way I could afford it. There's no way. I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush and we're gonna go in with E3, which is almost like a yellow color. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so these are pigmented. Holy cow. Everything is fine. I'm just kind of being sloppy with it because really you're not really gonna see it. I think like in hindsight, I always keep wanting to do my eye makeup before my base because you can clean it up so much better. And then I always forget. Always. But it's interesting how it looks more yellow than it's pulling. Pulling almost like a brownie, burnt orangey. I think I want to do a purple pink eye. So we're gonna go in with this color right here and I'm just gonna kind of play around and see what feels right. There's not gonna be a rhyme or reason really. We're gonna kind of stamp it. There's no fallout. Like, I was expecting that though with the quality of these. Okay, so I have my Sephora tape. Hopefully it doesn't mess up what we got so far. See, I feel like with the tape I can be a little bit more messy. I'm just gonna keep deepening this up and I think we're gonna go ahead and go in with a purple. Let's go in with this one right here. And I kind of I'm gonna just put this all over my eyelid. These are literally so pigmented and zero fallout. I mean, zero. This is my first time. I think I have 3 volumes. Yeah, I have 3 volumes of the Norvina palette. And this is my first time, let me just back up. This is my first time doing a colorful eye, 1. And 2, this is my first time ever using my Norvina palettes. They're $60 and they are 100% worth it. 100. Like, to do this and already have my base done, 1, that's ballsy. 2, I'm not worried. Like at all right now. Now we're gonna go back in with that same pink and the same brush and just blend out what we've got going. I am gonna put sparkles and glitter, so really it's just going back, making sure it's all blended. And then of course when you blend you lose quite a bit of like the purple pigment, so it's just going back and forth, it's almost like a cut crease effect of the purple. Kinda living for. I think I'm gonna just wipe off what I have on the brush of the purple and then just go in. Little more blend. And now I'm going to put something darker. There's a black here. I'm going to go in with the black on the outer just to deepen that up so we can make it all kind of blend seamlessly. Or yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Can see what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna take it out so that it kind of creates like a more of a wing. And this one we are experiencing fallout. We're kind of just gonna ignore it for now and then we'll just have to fix up what we have to fix up. You know what I mean? I'm pretty impressed with what I've got, but I feel like I'm missing something. I'm gonna go in with the white and just put it kind of like in the center. Trial and error, guys. Trial and error. I'm gonna try taking it on my finger. I'm gonna go in with this lilac light pink shade. Beautiful. Okay, now we're just gonna go back through and kind of blend this back together. Okay, I think that's it for eyeshadow. We're gonna take off the tape and then we're going to put on some lashes and go from there. So, alright, I'm just gonna wipe away the fallout if I can, which the answer seems to be no. So let's see what we can do. I'm just gonna clean this up and we'll be back. Okay, I think we've cleaned it up, fixed it. Let's go ahead and do the lower lash line. I think I'm just gonna take that neon pink. That's it for the eyeshadow. Let's pop some of these lashes on, do the lips, and then yeah, I'll get my final thoughts on everything and we'll wrap it up. So I'm gonna use my Muse lashes in Legacy. I really love how these look with the dramatic eye, and they're already cut because I've already worn them. So yes, I'm being a little lazy. We're gonna go in with the Clear Kiss glue just because I don't really want a liner today. So we'll do one lash at a time. I'm telling you, this glue is just stunning. Like, it takes zero and the lash is just on. Love it. Okay, let's go in with the other eye. There's a few reasons why I love this Kiss lash glue. One, even if you're messy with liner, you can put it on, no worries. It doesn't need a lot of dry time. Like when you put a glue on the lash bean, normally you gotta wait a little bit. But like for this, you don't have to wait a long time. It's pretty much like once you put this down, just pop them on. You can relift them as long as, like, I always take my finger and just make sure the whole band is secure, and should be good for the whole day. But we gotta go in with some mascara. Okay, so I just want to go in with my Benefit Bad Gal Bang for my lower lash line, and to just put my natural lashes up against my falsies. I am definitely not one to put mascara on my lower lash line, like, ever, but I feel like this look is so glam that we need it. Let's go ahead and do lips and the brow gel, and then we'll wrap up this video because we're done. Okay, so first off, I have the Brow Freeze gel from Anastasia. This just came out. I've used it once. It's interesting. It's got a flat side. It's got like a flat side. You see how it goes flat like this, and then it's got the bristles. I think you're supposed to comb it through and then flatten and laminate it out, but the product collects on that flat part. So maybe we're supposed to put it that way on. Let's just go in. I'm going in with the flat part first with all of the product. Oh dang, look at those brows, holy. And then I'm just gonna take the comb and just like comb. Okay, wow. So if you comb up, right, that's like the fluffy brows. See how they're like super fluffy? And then you can literally take the comb and run through the top. What? Let's do the other side. I'm not gonna dip back in. I'm gonna see how much product we have left. I'm gonna go with the other flat side and put it down. Okay, wow. Wasn't really expecting that. And then we're gonna go in with lips. I'm gonna do nude. I picked this up, the Benefit Desert Retreat Butter Balm. I don't know if they still sell this, but I just wanted to try it because I'm in that lip balmy era, just like everybody else. I'm not for the lipstick. Not for it. And then I have an oil, but the star of the show is a lip liner. So let's just go for it, okay? But I really wanted the lips to not distract from the eyes. You know what I mean? Perfect. I'm using the Anywhere Caffeine by Makeup Forever lip liner. Love her. And then we're just going to go in with the Benefit. It's like the, what everyone is doing, the kind of clear push-up, squeeze kind of top. So we're just going to go ahead. This is like a brown color. There's a lot of pigment. A lot more than I was going for. There's some sparkles. You can like see it in the top, the sparkles. But it definitely feels, it's very interesting. It's not like, you know, Summer Fridays or really anything that I've tried. It's very thin, like an oil. This is not a, to me this is not a balm, this is an oil. So that's interesting. I'm gonna put the Jaclyn lip oil in Honey Drip on top. It's definitely more nude, but I kind of feel like I want this to be my lip color. So let's take off what we've got. So I'm just gonna go in with the Jaclyn Cosmetics lip oil by itself. Yeah, much better. I like that. Let's go ahead and put some setting spray on. Take it down the hair and talk about all this stuff. I'm using the One Size Until Dawn setting spray, tried and true, you know. So starting off, the primer, just right off the bat, lovely. My base looks great. I'm feeling it, okay? It looks great. It's not overly dewy. It looks hydrated and it looks healthy, which I can only assume is from this. It says you can use it alone and you can use it as a moisturizer or under makeup. I definitely am a fan. I want to see how it like performs throughout the day. Does it make my face oilier or does it keep that kind of healthy glowy consistency? So we'll say that for the check-in. But first impressions, the experience, and how cool the product is a 10 out of 10 for me, a win. No complaints. Wore well with the foundation and with the skincare I already had underneath. So I like her. I want to do a comparison video with all of the One Size primers. Let me know if you're interested in that because I am. Okay, and then for the About Face foundation, the packaging, the bottle, gorgeous, stunning. I really love this, although it's not glass and although it's not a pump, I really do love this. Application was a dream. I really like the doe foot, although I think it's going to be a waste for the product because I don't see how the doe foot could get all of this product. So I'm just curious to see, like, once I reach the end, how that's all gonna go. Am I gonna waste a ton of product? But again, it is affordable and the quality is just as good as like my Makeup Forever high-end foundations because it's buildable coverage. I love that. I love that you can wear it just one application and it's like everyday beautiful, but you can also build it up for like looks like this where it's just a little bit more glam, a little bit full coverage, if you will. And I just like the versatility of this. The color is beautiful, perfect. I have no complaints. So yeah, another 10 out of 10 for me on that one. The Huda Beauty corrector, I love the consistency on this. I think it's great for a corrector. She did her thing. My eyes, they actually do look pretty bright. I can't complain about the concealer or how the concealer laid over this. So I do really like this. I'm curious though to see if she'll come out with maybe a lighter pink, or I really don't see that happening. But I would be curious to see how this performs with the pink powder. I do want to try that. I don't own the pink powder, but that would be something to try, the Cherry Blossom, and use them together. But no complaints for this. Again, she's good. She is pink though. If you don't like the pink under eye kind of thing, you can add more concealer, but it kind of defeats the purpose if you're covering the pink. So yeah, I think this gave just the right amount of pink. I think it looks pretty natural and pretty, so yes, I love her. The Fenty concealer, it's full coverage, it does not crease, so my under eyes look healthy. I thought it was hydrating. She's holding up pretty good right now, and I'm excited for this. It's pretty hyped up. I'm curious though. I want to see it with more of a natural kind of look, and how it wears if I wear just like a tint. The doe foot is very interesting. It definitely mimics more of like your finger kind of whenever applying it. The packaging is strange. It can't stand up. I'm used to just like standing it up while I apply, you know, if I don't want to hold the component, but it's not viscous enough to like overflow all over my vanity. So yeah, I think it's nice. Like, I do really like this. I think it's good for the price, you know. She's doing her thing. Fenty is doing her thing. But I like it. That's the point I'm trying to make. The peach powder, this, I felt like this is going to be very good for deeper skin tones than I am. I just felt kind of like with the Cherry Blossom Brightener as well as a super light shade of the concealer, this did tone down the brightness and it didn't give me what I was looking for as far as brightening. Which could just be I'm not the target audience for this peach powder. I'm just curious. I'll test it out a little bit more and see how it looks for just an everyday, not full glam kind of look where I'm looking for the pow kind of brightener. I'll keep testing her out, but I'm not a fan of the peach. I don't know if the peach color is going to be for me for 2024, but the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel, it has not dried down. It's still tacky, which is strange. I don't know if I like that. I can feel it, like it's definitely stiff. So maybe it just takes a little bit more time to dry down. But the brush, the applicator, genius. Like, it does everything it should. It is, you can utilize it. The brush is just genius. It's so well thought out. They knew what they were doing. Just saying. But yeah, if you want the ease of just applying and going, like, this is her. This is her. You like the fluffy laminated brows? This is her. But you don't want like the pot with the brush kind of thing. It does seem to just be really easy and thin rather than, you know, the where you put the brush in and you kind of scrub it a little and then you apply it. You can get goops and kind of see the product, and I'm not about that. I really do like this so far. So good. I will keep using that. And the component is really nice. It's like this matte cream color, which is super in, like the simplistic creamy color. It's definitely giving like Kim K lipstick kind of vibes, but I love it. I think it's gorgeous. It's got the gold writing and it's very hefty. It's definitely like metal packaging. Plastic and metal, I would say. I just like this. I like it a lot. That's a win. And then lastly, for new products, the Benefit Desert Retreat Butter Balm is a little bit too pigmented for the oil it's giving. It kind of slips and slides. I would be curious to see how it performs all day because it's so pigmented and it's so slippery. But yeah, I'll keep testing it out. I just don't think that this look was really calling for like super pigmented brown butter. She's okay. I want to test her out a little bit more, but she's okay. Yeah, I think that's all of the new products that I have. The ABH Norvina, it's not new, but it's definitely the first time that I've tried to use it. And I do really love this. The quality on these eyeshadows is immaculate. I mean, the fallout was only with the black shadow, extremely minimal. Yeah, even the glitter looks beautiful. I'm blown away. Blown away. I mean, the pigment is like one swipe full pigment kind of quality for this. If you love color and you just want to experiment and you haven't tried this, oh my gosh, please try it because it is just that good. The Revlon highlighter I think is as good of quality as high-end highlighters. I think it's stunning. It's not glittery. It does not accentuate texture. It just makes you look kind of glazed and beautiful and beaming. And yeah, I love this. So if you haven't tried it, for like drugstore cheap quality or cheap pricing for good quality, you cannot beat. Love it. So the hair went up today because I had chores to do really, and I honestly wanted to see how this would withstand moving around and like, you know, doing a lot of chore. You can kind of see how the foundation was perfect, honestly. Like it isn't creasing, it's not like coming off. I mean, around my nose, maybe there's a little that's come off, but for the most part, it looks beautiful. Like my base, my foundation. So this, I'm curious to see how it is without this primer because you can definitely see the glow. The dew, so that's the next thing. The primer, I have normal to dry skin and you can kind of see how shiny my face has gotten throughout the day, but like even like here, not so shiny. This, I put highlighter there. I put highlighter on my chin, but like here, T-zone, she's not really that glowy. So I like this. And honestly, I like these together. I really like these together. But of course, I will try and test out each of these on their own and see if they perform as well. But I like them a lot. And then the concealer, the Fenty concealer, it's actually done really well. It's still there, pigment is still there. Really my base looks pretty intact, like there's nothing. All of it looks intact. So yeah. And the brow gel did end up drying down and my eyebrow hairs are still in place after all day moving around. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thanks for sticking around and watching. Bye guys.